Hey, this is 365 Days a Movie, my top 365 movies. So check out the next installment. Number 158, Good Will Hunting. Rating 8.43. Released in 1998. Directed by Gus Van Sant. Starring Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stellan Skarsgård, and Minnie Driver. Will Hunting has a genius-level IQ, but chooses to work as a janitor at MIT. When he solves a difficult graduate-level math problem, his talents are discovered by Professor Gerald Lambeau, who decides to help the misguided youth reach his potential. When Will is arrested for attacking a police officer, Professor Lambeau makes a deal to get leniency for him if he will get treatment from therapist Sean Maguire. This movie is famous for bringing Matt Damon and Ben Affleck onto the scene and giving them their first Oscar at a very young age as the writers of this movie. And it's a wonderful movie. I read a book that sort of looked at the history of this movie, and it went through a lot of rewrites. I believe it's 20 or more rewrites, and I am not a rewrite kind of person. Usually when I write, I do, that's the thing, and then there's probably, 20, 30, 40 edits. But to rewrite something, as far as I'm concerned, I've written the thing. If it's not good enough, then I'm not going to go back and revisit it. Unless, I guess they saw a kernel of something that they could expand on, but that's not something that I'm usually interested in. So kudos to them for really going through this, and they weren't necessarily the ones that did all the rewrites, because when they were in Hollywood, they were shopping it around, and other people with other skills added their own take on it, either hired by studios or as favors to Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. But they themselves did do a number of rewrites. And this film is it's a brilliant film, and it's a heartwarming film, and it's a great Robin Williams film. It showcases his real talent, because often before this point, he was given mostly just comedic roles, but he really has a range that basically can span anything. And it's unfortunate that we didn't get to see him in more movies, because every movie he was in, he showed us something that we hadn't seen before. And Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's performance in this were great for their age, and of course, it's what propelled them onto the stage. And there was a good decade where that's all we heard was Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and a lot of people got sick of that. I don't generally care about the star complex in Hollywood. So whether or not someone is constantly mentioned or not mentioned at all, I'm interested in the movies. I'm not really interested in the stars and their drama and that kind of thing. So those things don't really affect me that much, and I never really got sick of them. I either liked them in a movie or didn't like them in a movie, and sometimes they chose movies I just wasn't going to like, so I never watched them. But this movie is such a well thought out and planned story, and the narrative flows great, and just that how do you like them apples line. When I was young, that was enough to hook me, and I loved this movie, so go check it out. Hey everybody, this has been 365 Days of Movies. We're going to keep plowing ahead. So let me know what you think of this movie, and if you want to discuss it further, comment below. If I get a lot of interest, I may very well make a full review of the movie, maybe even a video essay. So let me know what you think, and let's get to the next one.